How many of you are on LinkedIn personally?
Let me see. Dana, Michael, home in progress. I'll say yes. Yes, I am. Vicky says yes. And Bobby says no. So we've got a little bit of a mixture there, mostly yes.
Okay, great. Well, LinkedIn, I think, has really taken the place on credibility. Typically you had to have a website, and you still need that, but you typically had to have a website before you were even trusted. And LinkedIn has become the place to house your resume so people can find you and they get to know you. We talk about algorithms constantly. And what is an algorithm? It's a process or set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer. All it is it tells the computer what to do when. And so Facebook does not tell us, Twitter does not tell us, Instagram does not tell us, none of them tell us what the algorithm is. But it's people like Will and I that's doing the business that we have to stay in touch with it to see when we drop and how things move. And all of a sudden you were getting such, momentum, and then all of a sudden it drops and you're like, why? We have to play around with things to find out what that algorithm did. LinkedIn with professional headshots get 14 times more views. You'll notice here, Lisa has a little darker background where Will and Kathy do not. It does not matter. The whole point to it, though, is that you can see head and shoulders. This is the first place they get to know, like, and trust you, so they need to see your eyes. It's a 400 by 400 photo. So when you're doing your pixel test, you've got 400 by 400, so it's exactly where you see the face, you see the eyes. Be very careful. A lot of people will say, but, what if, I'm in an industry that I don't dress up? Well, think about it. How do you meet your clients? If you're a personal trainer, you may want to dress in personal training clothes. However, if you meet clients on a regular basis and you're dressed up, then your LinkedIn profile should look dressed up. So it should be how they meet with you. And you want to be perceived as the expert, so make sure that's showing through. I personally love outdoor photos. However, I wear transitional lenses, so my outdoor photos look like I had on sunglasses. So they did me no value because no one could start to know, like, and trust me because they couldn't see my eyes. Now, why do we care if you're the owner on LinkedIn? We don't. Just saying. It's important that you've got that somewhere in your summary, but that is not important for your headline. You get 120 characters, and this is your most prime real estate on LinkedIn. You'll see mine says market domination strategist, a pipe, speaker, pipe, dynamic results bar, pipe, entrepreneurs, pipe, women direct sales leaders, pipe, team. So when you're looking at those pipes, what that does is it separates it. So if people are looking for those searching, whether it be with a hashtag or just in the search bar, they can find me if it's between those pipes. No one's going to look for market domination strategist, speaker, dynamic results bar. And when you leave it together, that's what happens. So extremely valuable to make sure that you're giving them something. This determines whether they're going to connect with you or whether they're not. So if it just says owner, sorry, nobody cares that you're the owner. Why do I want to connect with you? Is there a reason that I can benefit by connecting with you? That's what I want to know. It's what's in it for me to connect with you. You'll also see the 500 plus connections. So if you don't have 500 connections, that's your first goal. After 500, you could have 50,000 and nobody will know the difference. So the first goal is to get to that 500. So every time you meet someone and you get a business card, get back on here and start to fill those out and start to connect with them. You don't know who's connected to who, and you can be invited to ask for a connection very simply through LinkedIn.